Hey everybody, this is Scotty B here at Vipze Global World Headquarters. If that's redundant, it is. Global and world, I guess it's the same thing. But you know what? We're working hard down here. We're making it happen. We're getting things going. Well, I'm here with Dave Edgell, and some of you know Dave. Matter of fact, if you're a leader, you definitely know Dave. But many of you who are aspiring for leadership positions, you haven't had a chance to meet Dave yet. Dave and I first started working together in the multi-level marketing industry back in 1997 in a company based out of California, the northern Los Angeles part of California. And we've worked together pretty much most of the time through that time frame. Had a couple times we were working on different projects. But of course, we're back together again here. And for those of you who don't know Dave, Dave is one of the foremost experts when it comes to the area of compensation and making sure that affiliates get compensated for the work that they do. So we just wanted to open up here and have a little conversation, get a chance for all the people around the world to get a chance and an opportunity to hear from Dave. And of course, as we go throughout building Vipze, there's going to be many opportunities to meet Dave live and in person. But we'll just start off with this. And Dave, we first met in 1997. You know, what was it as you first got into the multi-level marketing industry that really caught your attention, and how did you kind of evolve to stay in it like you have?
Well, that's actually a long story. I'll kind of cut to the chase, as we like to say, and make it quick and easy. But basically, I got involved from a temporary agency that I just joined, an up-and-growing company called Journey Telecom, and it was a company that actually Scott and one of his partners had joined with the company that I joined to create an incredible network marketing company. I never even knew what network marketing or MLM or anything. I'd heard of like Amway and Mary Kay and some of this, but I had no idea that they had any kind of relationship marketing or anything behind it. So it was me definitely jumping in the deep end and not knowing how to swim. But quickly I became enamored with just the structure, the relationship, how you were able to build businesses very, very quickly. Whereas if you try to put a business together, you know, in the old brick and mortar companies, it would take years and years. So that quickly caught my eye as something that I saw that could grow really, really quickly. Plus, because I was in a corporate environment, I would have meetings with the executives, the CEO of the company. I would hear all these vast numbers of money people were making a week that I couldn't even comprehend at that time. I was still pretty young at that time in my life, so you know, $25,000 a week. That's still pretty good today. But that I couldn't even fathom somebody making $25,000 in a week. So quickly I got involved, got in the customer service department, started to see areas that I could add benefit that weren't already there because the company was traditionally a startup. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have computerized systems to do logging in and ABCs and all the great things we have today. We used to do it the old school way, where people would fax in applications and we would match them up by numbers, and the numbers were much longer than the ID numbers that you have to deal with today. No usernames. I could go on and on and on, but I got involved in that really quickly and saw that I could add a lot of value with some of the ideas that I came up with.
Well, Dave, having had an opportunity to work back in the olden days of multi-level marketing, and haven't had a chance to see a lot of different business models, some of which you've been involved with, and of course many you've been exposed to from people who have joined the teams that came from a variety of backgrounds within the multi-level marketing arena. What is it specifically about Vipze here and what we're doing globally that you see that clearly separates this from everything else you've either been involved with or you've seen in the past?
Well, it's great that you mentioned that, because that was only the start of my career. I went through probably 5 or 6 different companies with different ownerships in different areas of the United States. I've lived in about 6 states in the last 9 years. So I've been around at different companies, different ownerships, different compensation plans, different products, different services, different industries, but all related around the network marketing industry. And I tried to focus my attention to the things that they all had in common, which was the compensation, the marketing. And one of the things that I feel that really sets us apart here today is by all the experience that everyone has had in their different, I guess, trials and tribulations and things they've had to go through. We've more learned what not to do than what to do. And I feel with the combination of everybody on this team, with Scott, Ed, Tim, and I go back with Ed and Tim and some of those other companies that I'm referencing, where I worked on the compensation plan, helped build the company from a startup to fruition, and just gone through a whole bunch of Oh, just different entities and different organizations built into this. That what we've done is we've taken all of our experience, I think, and we've put it all together. And while we all always don't agree, and we all have different opinions and stuff, we always come to a collective effort as we're doing what's best for the affiliate, what's best for the organization. Because we know from experience, good and bad, that if our affiliates and our organization, our sales force is not happy, well, then usually we aren't in the position that we want to be in to grow our business.
Well, Dave, there's no question that Affiliate First is the culture of this company, no question about it. But I think when we take a look at Affiliate, it's greatly expanded in Vipze, because now for the very first time in the history of the industry, we have the free Vipze pools, which a person doesn't even have to be in a Vipze affiliate. They can just be in the free program. But then also the premier product above that is the Global Affiliate Package, where people can totally maximize the compensation plan. Based on growth you've seen in the past and the models you've seen in the past, with this free model tied in with the timing of social networking and all the other internet-related services that we're involving in this total project, when it comes to compensation, let's face it, this is a business and people are building it for a business. What do you see in the next 2 to 5 years for people who are really serious, top 1%ers? I mean, what's your vision for the type of income that you think people have the potential to make in the next few years for them and their families?
Wow, when the one thing you hit on was global, and I didn't mention that before. All the companies that I was in previously and had experience were mostly U.S. based. What we have here is a collection, once again, of all these different entities and organizations and experiences that we are now taking to a global atmosphere. We have, South America and Mexico, and those are Latin America in general are where a lot of our basic business is from history. But we have people in Asia, people in Africa, people in Australia, people in Canada. I mean, it's all over the world. So when you talk about like revenue and potential for somebody to make money, when I reference $25,000, a week and something like that, somebody building an organization, those obviously were based on, very high cost upfront entries and very high monthly fees. A lot of the things that, as Scotty mentioned, Vipze's, free Vipze's coming in, being able to build and actually attract and communicate with a whole, I don't want to say organization, but a whole entity that we've never ever tapped into. People that aren't in network marketing have the option of, or the ability to come in here, become network marketers, or continue to build upon their organizations with their social networking and get other people involved that we've never ever been able to even reach those people ever before.
Well, Dave, as we prepare to wrap up here, because we're running a little light on time, there's a couple of important questions to finish off with. When you look around the world, and we know that sports is a big piece of what we're doing in Vipze and where we're headed, the all-important question for anybody who really wants to know what the absolute #1 sports team in the whole world, not just the United States of America, is, could you please elaborate just a little bit and let everybody know so there's no doubt, it's 100% clear, crystal clear, the #1 team in the world?
Can you see that right there? Is that on? I think that just answers it. And for those of you that might not be familiar with that, that's the Oakland Raiders. And that's the easiest question you've ever asked me in your entire life, Scotty. So absolutely, the Oakland Raiders, bar none.
And absolutely, that is the correct answer. So for all of our partners, all of our Vipze family around the world, you can clearly see not only the intelligence, but absolutely the worldly level of understanding when it comes to so many different areas that Dave has by correctly answering that question. So, Dave, any last few words in the last few seconds here for everybody around the world?
I just want to invite everybody to realize that this company, like I mentioned, is not a new company within like the last couple of years, or that people have been involved. The people in this company have been around and working together. The core people in this company at times have been working 7-10 years. And I just want to let you know, affiliates first is always the business model here, the way we go about it. And there's not many companies out there where you can communicate and talk to the core or executive team, and they listen and actually respond and are in it for you.
So there you have it, everybody. This is Scotty B, live from Vipze Global World Headquarters with Dave Edgell. We'll talk to you soon. Have a super day.
All right, thanks, everybody.